Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. Well, I think we're pretty close to saying it. Or maybe let's just go in the territory of making a prediction. It's over. The Democrat establishment is done. Their time, their grip, their reign over the Democrat Party is officially done and dusted. And look, this is the natural course of political evolution. Every generation eventually gets old and loses control. They lose touch with the upcoming grassroots, and then, of course, that grassroots movement ends up filling the void. We saw it happen with the Republican Party just recently. The era of Bush, McCain, and McConnell Republicanism, the old neocon GOP guard, has essentially been pushed to the side, and a new, more nationalistic, populist, conservative grassroots movement has taken over with essentially Donald Trump and other MAGA-style Republicans as the Washington vessel, let's call it. And well, now it seems to be happening with the Democrats. Except I think it's less of a correction, definitely less of a course correction, less of a positive reform, positive evolution headed towards the right direction or in the right direction, and more of a, I think, party implosion. Because let's just say the new blood that's taking over the Democrat Party isn't moderate, it's not sane, it's not tethered to reality, it's full-blown radical socialist lunacy. Like I keep saying, the patients are taking over the asylum, and the face of this grassroots insurgency is being led by none other than Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and her mentor, Bernie Sanders. It's getting real, folks. This is a full-blown power play. The party is being completely revisioned and redesigned. Let me show you guys exactly what's going on. We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. Alright folks, so Harry Sisson just tweeted this, and yes, we're building this video starting off with a Harry Sisson tweet, just bear with me for a second. So the DNC's little TikTok intern here just posted this tweet. Over 30,000 people showed up to see Bernie Sanders and AOC in Los Angeles today. Just absolutely remarkable. He then posted this as well. This is the Bernie Sanders and AOC rally in Los Angeles right now. Over 35,000 people showed up to fight against Trump. This is a movement, not a moment. So he describes this as not a moment, but rather a movement, and generally, Harry's wrong about pretty much almost everything. But in this case, I regret to inform the legacy Democrats out there that he is in fact right. Don't believe it? Well then just take a look at the numbers. A lot of people don't seem to understand that there's a lot of pressure on Chuck Schumer right now, and who do you think the Democrat base is trying to replace him with? Ding ding ding, AOC. And while AOC has yet to confirm that she's actually running for the seat, after the latest poll that just came out, well, you could pretty much guarantee she's probably going to run for it. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is now leading Chuck Schumer by 19 points in the latest Senate primary poll. 19. 1-9, almost 20 points. That's a knockout blow. And Chuck Schumer's no Democrat scrub, the guy's the sitting Senate Democrat leader. He's a decades-long party operator, top Democrat brass, and he's literally about to get smoked by a socialist Instagram influencer who thinks cow farts cause hurricanes. It is so completely over for the Democrat establishment. They've taken over. The young socialists have won. They've won the favor of the base. And now the Democrat Party is going from a more classical liberal party that represents the working class to now essentially, on an ideological stance, being run by people who want to tax the top income earners over 70%.
You look at our tax rates back in the 60s, and when you have a progressive tax rate system, your tax rate, let's say from $0 to $75,000 may be 10% or 15%. But once you get to like the tippy tops, on your $10 millionth dollar, sometimes you see tax rates as high as 60 or 70%. That doesn't mean all $10 million are taxed at an extremely high rate, but it means that as you climb up this ladder, you should be contributing more.
The young socialists have taken over, and it seems the legacy Democrat establishment is powerless to stop it. And so the trajectory of this party seems to be headed in the wrong direction. You know, it's basically the opposite of what we're seeing with the Republican Party. The GOP had a populist realignment. It slowly over the last decade has turned into something better. The GOP has become the party of the working class people, small business owners, anti-war independence, anti-interventionism. The Republican Party has become anti-establishment, the party that's tackling deep-seated corruption in Washington institutions. Essentially, it's kept most of the conservative values, and then pulled over some of the good stuff from classical liberalism. And that's why we've seen working class people and union workers, disaffected classical liberals, independents, all slowly come over. It's a party that's grown and matured. But the Democrat Party, they're experiencing something different. It's not growth, it's rot. Democrats are being hijacked by a fringe coalition of hyper-woke Democrat socialists, the TikTok communists, the gender activists, the DEI grifters, the far-left Antifa loons who think looting a Target is revolution and progress. They've taken over the party, as now their queen bee, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, is on the verge of stealing the crown, and it's going to be an absolute disaster for them. I mean, I don't want to get too cocky, and I'm not saying this to imply that it's time to get complacent and stop working, but I think for the most part, they're going to end up doing a lot of the work for us. I think we're seriously going to adopt the Senator Kennedy approach. Operation Let Them Speak is now in full effect.
What do you think of the new leadership, Jasmine, AOC, and Bernie?
I consider Congresswoman Ocasio-Cortez to be the leader of the Democratic Party. She's entitled to her opinion. I'm entitled to mine. As I've said about her before, I think she's the reason there are directions on a shampoo bottle. Our plan for dealing with her is called Operation Let Her Speak.
Operation Let Them Speak, because every single time these far-left loons open their mouths, they expose just how completely insane and detached from reality they are. I wasn't kidding when I said the people who support a 70% income tax on high earners are taking over the party. They're straight up communists, or call it communist light, whatever you want to call it. Actually, there's already a label for it. It's called Democratic Socialist, which is the label they themselves ascribe to. And actually, speaking of Operation Let Them Speak, just take a look at what's happening during these rallies, during this clear, obvious power play for the Democrat Party grassroots.
The White House's tariff shuffle here didn't have anything to do with manufacturing like they claimed. It was about manipulating the markets. It was about hurting retirees and everyday people in the sell-off so Trump could quietly enrich his friends who he nudged to buy the dip before reversing it all in the morning. Donald Trump is a criminal found guilty of 34 felony counts of fraud. Of course, he is lying and manipulating the stock market too. He is at his best making himself, the billionaires who back him, and the members of Congress who trade with him rich. Not you, not me, not the people. And to be clear, I don't care what party you are, Democrat or Republican. I don't care what position one holds. Members of Congress and elected officials holding and trading individual stock is wrong. It must end, and we must ban it.
It's an insane grift. It's so obvious. I mean, who's falling for this stuff? These far-left Democrats are now actively trying to spin Trump's economic plan, his attempt to rebuild American manufacturing and protect domestic workers, as an insider trading scandal. Somehow, Trump fighting to protect American steel and auto jobs is a personal get-rich scheme. Insider trading. Who exactly is insider trading? Marjorie Taylor Greene? Because that's the only accusation I've seen so far. Because she bought some stocks after a 15% market correction? Ooh, it's evidence of a scandal. Literally every retail investor that I know, including myself, did the exact same thing. Ooh, markets dropped 15%. It's a good buying opportunity in the long term. How's that insider trading? And where's the proof that Trump engaged in any of that? It shows you just how insane these people are and the levels that they stoop to politically. I mean, these far leftoids are supposed to be representing the workers, the working class, and here they are attacking the first president in my lifetime to actually do something about it. It shows you how completely disingenuous they are, and it also exposes the strategy. They don't care about the working class. It's all about one thing for them. It's the typical far-left socialist communist playbook: class warfare. These leftists don't want policies that actually lift up the working class. They want a movement that convinces the working class to hate the rich. It's not about solving poverty. It's about weaponizing envy and resentment and cultural chaos. It's typical divide and conquer and then seize power. They want working people to loathe success, to despise anybody who's got more than them, to reject personal responsibility, because a divided, bitter, angry, destitute population is easier to control and manipulate. And this is the left's new ideology. It's not liberalism, it's not progressive, it's authoritarian socialism wrapped in identity politics. And that corrosive, toxic, cultural and political revolution ideology is taking over the party from within. And I know it sounds scary on the surface in the way that I'm describing it, but at the end of the day, I'm not worried, at least not yet, because I think the Democrats have one major problem, and that's that the American populace is way too smart for this crap. I think the Democrat base is about to make a very, very bad mistake with this political realignment. They're about to go so far left that they're going to fly off the freaking edge. Anyways, that's pretty much what I got for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and possibly subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.